So Dr. Lee, the element of the winter season is water. So what's the element of the spring season?
Oh, spring season is wood element is liver.
Oh, that makes sense because all the green shoots and the leaves and the trees are growing again in the spring. So that makes sense to be the wood element.
Yes.
So its yin organ is liver.
Yang organ is the gallbladder.
Okay. So the liver and the gallbladder are associated to the wood organ. So what are the other body parts associated?
Oh, there's the wood element. In 5 elements, the wood element is my favorite, one of another favorite element. The wood element, yin organ, the liver, yang organ, gallbladder, opening to the eye, relieve the tendon, and relieve the emotion. They say in all the book here, writing down the anger. But in my opinion, if they are liver yang too high, relieve the anger. If they are liver qi stagnation, relieve the depression. So the two emotion, but the book mostly writing
is anger. Yeah, that's true. Actually, a lot of the textbooks always tend to mention the negative organ of when something's out of balance, and that's anger. But of course, if something's in balance, they can be very good at decision making. They can be ambitious and competitive, and want to strive for greatness. Mentioning the wood element, wood makes me think of tree roots and how tree roots are so strong and decisive, and they're going to go in any direction they want to go in. Even if you put a wall in front of the tree root will grow around the wall. That's a very strong aspect of wood element, and that decision making and that ambition of I'm going to succeed. So I can see that the wood element might get a bad reputation for being associated with anger, but when it's balanced, somebody could be very, very productive and achieve an awful lot in their life.
High achiever. I agree with you. I find liver is used in a positive way. It's a really good personality. They hard on themselves, hard on people around them, but they got job done. So a lot of people have ADD, ADHD, and push them hard, very, very hard. Is one of relate the liver. And there's everything have yin and yang.
Absolutely, it does. It does. So the wood element, even though it has a yin organ, the liver, and a yang organ, the gallbladder, if its season is spring, spring makes me think of yang. It makes me think of action, of growth, expansion. And it makes me think of green as well. The colour of the wood element makes me think of green, because it's when all the green shoots are sprouting through.
Yes, I finding they say eating for your season. So in the spring season is the time to nurturing the liver. I remember when I teach in the class, you teach in the class, the same thing too. We say the time for the liver. So time for nurturing the liver. You need eating for this season. You need to take care of the liver. You need receiving acupuncture for this season. So they are the seasonal treatment.
Definitely. And of course here in Canada, everyone's so desperate for spring, because in the winter they've been so much more still and indoors. Spring comes along, everyone's itching to get outside and get moving, and that movement is really helpful for the wood element.
Yes.
It doesn't like to be compressed.
Yes. I finding this one is pretty good. On the picture here, maybe give people little basic knowledge. You can see the picture here, and this mean liver in like this called wood element. They relate to your eye, any eye disease. People thinking eye disease, you say optometrist. In traditional Chinese medicine for eye, maybe not just eye problem themselves, is a liver problem. So they see the eye can diagnose a liver problem. So the eye and the tendon, even the nail, they all relate the liver. So they know they writing clearly, colorful to showing people what's wrong with the organ, the element.
Yeah, because nails can be really tricky to treat. If someone has brittle nails or dry nails and they break easily, I know lots of people will take lots of supplements and try painting their nails, and it's an area that is hard to treat ordinarily.
Yes.
But with traditional Chinese medicine, we're not focusing on the nails, which are just an extension. We're focusing on the internal body.
Yes, I finding in this organ, this 5 element related the liver. If we see before kidney, qi, kidney, water element related a lot of male, and I think we can give this wood element. If I say give to female, I think that's really important because the liver is a major organ in female's life. From female age, I know 12, 13 when the periods start, to the menstrual periods ending close to 50, liver play big part in females' hormone system. See?
Yes, yeah, definitely that makes sense, because the wood element's job is to keep everything flowing nicely and smoothly, and as I said, it won't tolerate obstruction. It needs to have space to keep flowing, and hormones are exactly that. They need to keep a smooth flow. They don't tolerate obstruction and change.
Yes, for that, like I see, I'm specialty to treating infertility patient. A lot of my infertility patient, is with this wood element disorder of balance, and especially at the COVID time, we are in there. After COVID-19, we have in 3 months, we have a 40 infertility couple come into treating infertility. I think 80% of them, the major organ disorder of balance is the wood element, the liver.
And that would make perfect sense, because our COVID lockdown happened in spring, in the wood element time.
Yes.
So I know the action of the wood element is awakening. It's that transition from being asleep to being awake. It's a growth, it's a yang, it's an action. So if someone isn't able to do those things during the springtime, it will have a knock-on through all of the other 5 elements, because they're all connected. Our seasons are all connected.
Exactly. I finding, for wood element, when you're treating female condition, no matter they are fertility, menstrual periods, pain, cancer, and any type of emotional disorder of balance, all related with the liver. So we can use treatment, right?
Yeah.
To treating them. Also, I have a story here to share. I have a wood element related emotion, the anger, like we see, and we treating a lot of patients with the anger, and when they came in for treat, for example, I have a patient, and she working on the radio, shooting a special program on the TV from Ontario, come to Nova Scotia every half years to shooting a season. She came in to see me. I do an organ function testing, which use 5 elements theory to treating to do diagnose first. So when we treating her after the organ function testing, I sitting down explain to her what her liver, her organ with long-term drink of coffee, smoking, and the stress level, night, don't have sleep, working hard, liver getting disorder of balance, liver qi, young, all disorder of balance. She really getting anger, getting upset. She said, I come here to treating, to relieve, not be scared. She's so angry. She says, I so disappointed. I don't want to see you anymore. I'm just not, now I'm looking for, I give her all the advice. She should cutting down coffee, cutting down smoking, and all the lifestyle changes, drink a lot of, eating a lot of green leaf vegetable, and some especially for liver cleansing. So she just walk away. Half years later, she come back. This is another season she's shooting in Halifax. She said, Dr. Lee, I'm so sorry that day my anger just get off on me. After I go home in Ontario, I do exactly you see. I feel so much better. Right now I'm come back, I have a half years. Give me all the treatment you need to do, and I'm all yours, treating me. She have excellent results. After that, for 10 years, she come back for treatment. Fly back from Ontario to Halifax, have a treatment. This one, and then she refer all her colleagues come in for treatment. Idea is that day is anger because her liver yang so high.
Yeah.
Her anger is not her fault. The receptionist say, "Oh, what happened?" I say, "It's not her fault. It's her anger."
It's her anger. It's
So
the liver.
we have a lot of patients tell the husband, "Don't mind me. It's not my fault. It's
It's
my
my
liver
liver
yang too high." So it's very
Yeah.
funny there.
And of course, some people may say, "Oh no, I'm not angry. I don't feel angry," but they may feel easily frustrated,
Yes.
or they may feel easily irritable, or just not tolerate things very easily, and that also all comes under the same umbrella. So anger doesn't have to be shouting at people. It can be easily irritable and frustrated easily.
Yes, you're right.
Mm.
Yeah, so
Thanks,
liver
Dr.
is a good organ. Yeah,
Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing that.
thank you.